Today's date, September 25th, 2023, and the Patriots have secured their first win of the season. Clap it up. Clap it up.
It was an ugly one. A win's a win in the NFL, but honestly, it was ugly. It was ugly.
It was ugly. 15-10. We escape the Meadowlands by 5 points in a downpouring, just a gross, foggy New England Patriots, New York Jets football game. Just not the way you wanted to see it happen, but we escaped with the win.
I mean, as long as guess what? As long as Mac Jones and Zach Wilson are the quarterbacks of these two respective franchises, you can expect these games going forward. That's what they've been like the past 2 years, and that's the way it's going to continue as long as they're still here. I mean, just ugly football all the way around.
Yeah, bad offense on both sides. Luckily for us, the Jets' offense looked a lot worse than ours. But again, they have Zach Wilson at their helm. But let's talk about Mac. I think that's the focal point that was going into this year. It was the focal point of every game we've played so far is how is Mac Jones going to propel this team to win? Because, one, defense has been phenomenal the first 3 weeks of the season. Phenomenal, comparatively speaking. Offense has been lackluster. Who's to blame? Does it fall on Mac Jones so soon? Is he to blame already?
So a couple things. So first off, I want to say the defense after watching the Dolphins this past week, and holding them to 24 last week's amazing. Gonzo, him. We'll get to the defense. As far as the offense goes, see, this is where I'm at with Mac. He first off, he has shown improvement under pressure this year. But other than that, like the intermediate throws really good. That's his strong attribute. The deep ball has been terrible. And I think that starts with not trusting / not having chemistry with his receivers. He has zero chemistry with Juju Smith-Schuster.
Mm-hmm.
Zero chemistry with Kendrick Bourne on the deep ball. I saw some stat the last couple days. He's like 1 for 11 targeting beyond like 15, 20 yards or whatever that is. Just terrible. It's really bad. It's really bad.
I know most of the time I think to myself, like, why is Juju out there? Like, what's he doing?
And this goes back to the offseason. Why get rid of Jacoby Myers, who's your most dependable receiver? And honestly, watching him last night, he gets open. He makes tough catches. He tries hard. Fucking Juju Smith-Schuster's crack blocking people from behind. What is he doing? He really just I don't understand it. Do not understand.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there, man. It gets to a point where players got to make plays, and we just don't have those players. We don't have them on the outside. We have like wishful thinking, but when it comes down to the end of the day, like KB makes some plays. Like he's showing out. I know you're making a win space, but like of what we have, he's the only one who I feel like is kind of making something of himself. Gesicki, I'd love to see him get more involved in the downfield passing attack. I feel like he gets open, he catches the ball. But again, we're relying on the run game, and if the run game's not working, we have our play action game's not even there because teams there's no threat that we really have downfield. We have a bunch of hook guys. Everyone can run a hook and find the seam, but other than that.
Yeah, but yesterday the play action was much better. I thought Zeke had a great game. He was seeing the field really. His vision was unbelievable. Mondre still a little rusty, needs to work on that. But I thought Zeke played well, and I did see they ran like maybe 2-3 dozen snaps from under the center, which is 40 more snaps than they run in the previous 2 weeks. And they scored that touchdown off play action with Pharaoh Brown. They knew that was going to work. Great play call.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, and I just don't understand. I know Pop Douglas on that go route down the sideline, Mac with a horrendous throw down the sideline.
It was.
And
he
then
puts the ball too far out of bounds.
I know. Just let your receiver make a play. And then Parker, I don't know what Parker's. I mean, Sauce he's really good, but he's slow. He looks slow, Parker.
He's playing with a bum ankle, but still, yeah. I don't think ever being fast was his MO. He's kind of a
I know, but
Get
still, no.
separation at the last second type of guy.
I know it's a problem in this offense, but yeah, I thought the running game was the offensive line too much improved. Other than Cole Strange, I'm not gonna lie to you, Cole Strange might be the worst guard I've ever watched play football.
I know.
But
I wasn't paying attention, and then you like text me, you're like Cole Strange actually not good at all. And then I watched
no,
him for like the next two series, like just him. I'm not. Granted, he was going up against like Quentin Williams a lot of the time, but like I
still,
and Franklin Myers, but like I think he got beat every single pass play, and I think on run plays he was there was no push from him at all. It's just like he was a body just getting pushed back.
exactly. He just stands next to Andrews and like holds his hand and blocks the same guy Andrews blocks. Like you can't do that, Cole. He
And
did
they
get
show
hurt a
some
little bit, but I don't know.
shots of the O line, and he actually does look like visibly like a lot smaller than the rest of the guys on the
Oh
line.
yeah,
Like you can tell,
yeah,
it's like, all right, well, that guy, he looks small.
yeah, 100%. Trent Brown, he's I think he's the number one rated left tackle in the NFL over the last 3 weeks.
TB, keep it up.
TB
That's why we
77.
pay him the big bucks.
Did you hear what he said today though? He did say like, yeah,
I'm
thank
him.
God. No, they said so they revised his contract. He said, yeah, I'm looking forward to being a free agent after the year. So I'm sure he wants to get the hell out of New England.
He'll get out and
Um,
it'll suck somewhere else like he did with the Raiders.
exactly, but he's playing well. That's good. Andrews rock solid in the center, and Wenu pretty good, and then Vidarian Lowe, that right tackle, he's played pretty well honestly the last couple weeks. They
He
don't call
hasn't
his
gotten
name at
any
all.
penalties,
Exactly, that's all you can
which
ask for
is that's
for
all
a
you can
six
ask
rounder.
for. Yeah,
So
that's all
yeah,
you can ask for. They don't call any praise on him.
yeah, but the O line's trending up, which is always a good thing. Just a little more continuity the next couple weeks, and I feel a little more confident than I did last week.
I
Um,
I like the fact next week we have an offense going into Dallas. Conditions are going to be good, right? Revenge game for Zeke. He's going to be on one.
yeah,
We're getting at least 80 out of Zeke. If we get him the ball 15 times, we're getting 80 out of him.
yeah, yeah.
Indoor
Zeke,
conditions, I hope we can do the hurry up spread offense, which I feel like we've been very efficient in when we keep the offense going and we have it's just fast and it's fast and it's fast and it's fast. I feel like we get ball downfield. Now I feel like in the red zone when we do that, things start to slow down. But like we got to get to the red zone, and we do a good job. Mac does a good job keeping cadence up like that.
yep. And some optimism for Patriots fans next week. First off, the Cardinals just beat the shit out of the Cowboys. And I do think I always overlook Trayvon Diggs, and maybe he's a lot better than I initially thought because their secondary got torched versus the Cardinals. So not having him is huge for us. The only thing we're gonna have to worry about is Parsons. That guy's an animal. You have to know where he is at all times. But other
Mm-hmm.
than that, I feel a little better than last week. Um, but get Pop involved. Would we please get Pop involved?
Get him out of the doghouse. Get him in
I know.
space, dude.
I
When he has
know.
the ball in his hands, he looks electric. Like he looks like he's like a move away from just breaking one.
Exactly. Exactly. I don't know if he has that long speed though. He almost looks like Tyreek, but
I don't think
smaller.
with the league though, he just needs to create that burst of acceleration. I think his speed will be able to keep up. Like he has keep
Yeah.
up speed. I don't think he has like breakout, but like
Break.
if he
Yeah.
if he gets the separation, he'll be able to he'll keep distance. He won't lose any.
Yeah. But also, I really like the tight ends. Henry, Jasicki, Brown. I thought Brown played an awesome game. Jasicki does his
Yeah,
job really
Brown.
well.
I mean, when
Yeah.
you get a veteran playing for a roster spot like that, like he's
Yeah.
gonna play some hard nosed football. That's kind of all you really need.
Yeah. Great blocker too. They brought the fullback. He was the fullback this week. I kind of liked it. They missed the last couple years after Jakob Johnson left. But yeah, I thought they looked pretty good running from
Yeah, it
the
was good.
I formation.
All right, so after we just kind of went over offense, let's go into what's going to make this team competable, which is our defense, and especially the defensive line, which played phenomenal.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. What worries me is that Godshaw and I don't know how to say his Danny Ukulele or whatever his name
Yeah,
is. They
Ukali.
both they both got hurt, which is kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, Ukali
But
forced that fumble too,
they
which was
they
big
set
time.
Anthony Jennings. Quick shout out. The first game active all year. He set the edge really,
Yeah,
really, really
really
well.
good.
6 tackles, like 2 for a loss.
A
Thought he
lot
played
better
really
than
well.
Uche.
exactly. But Uche, he's a great pass rusher. He's not a run. He's not an edge
Yeah,
setter.
he is a great pass rusher. I'd like to see him kind of get some more sacks there. He missed one. I know it was like he was chasing Zach Wilson back, but
Yeah, yeah,
I'd like to say Uche grabs some people down. Judon is a stud.
beast.
Comes up at the big moment. That's when superstars show up though in moments like
Yeah,
that, which is why we need more of them.
exactly. And stop drafting these mid-level guys. But we can get into that after the year. Keon White, he just like he's
He
good.
plays
He's just a
hard,
good
dude.
football
Yeah,
player. Yeah,
he plays
and
hard, which it'll keep him, in the conversation, and he'll end up.
exactly.
Some things will start going his way when it's later in the game. If he keeps playing
Yeah,
hard like that, he'll start
exactly.
getting some sacks.
And they have such a deep rotation; they can keep him fresh. And he's really just playing off of instinct right now, not really talent, which is awesome. Let him
Yeah,
develop in the next couple of years, and oh god,
yeah.
Jalen better run the other way. But yeah, defensive line really good. Edge rushers good. Linebackers. I mean, Bentley's just he's awesome. He's an
I
awesome
know
football
that
player.
one play when Bentley got flipped and his head got smushed in. I thought he like broke his neck, dude. I was like,
I
oh my
know.
god! And then he got up and he started like running in the other direction, and it's like,
Yeah,
dude,
I know.
what are you doing?
He's awesome. He's an awesome football player.
Yeah, he's a great guy to watch. You gotta love playing
Um.
football like that.
Oh yeah, Tavai fine, and then that leads us to the secondary. I mean, Christian. I came up with this nickname, the Silent Assassins Gonzalez. He is
The silent
awesome.
assassin.
He is unbelievable.
He is unbelievable. Locked down Garrett Wilson pretty much whenever he was on him. And
I
and
mean,
and, and the best part about it is the secondary is still kind of injured. Like um, little man was out and everything like that.
John Jones and Marcus Jones.
Yeah, and our boy Jack.
Oh, Jack Boy. Yeah, Jack will be back, I think, after
So
next week.
so what I'm saying is like Gonzo was really the only one back there who I would say teams are like afraid of. Like that's the only
Yeah,
kind
I
of person
mean,
you have to game plan around. The other guys they're all average. They're playing really good football, really good team
yeah.
football.
And Miles Bryant, too. Quick shout out, Miles Bryant. He's playing really good football right now.
He's playing good.
Really good
I
football.
still like Miles Bryant, man. It's just
I don't know why. Why? He's playing great
I
football.
know it's just when he makes a mistake, it just stands out above the rest.
Yeah, it's because everybody set it out for him. I'm on the Miles Bryant bandwagon right now.
Dude, and Jabril Peppers, why isn't he returning all our punts?
I mean, it was Marcus Jones.
Yeah, but still, let Jabril cook. I remember he used to eat at Michigan.
Oh, yeah, dude. In high
Like he's
school,
kind of a
college, he
body.
was.
I know it'll be
Yeah,
tough for him to like break a whole like yard back, but like every time he touched it, he at least got like 10 to 15.
yeah.
Like he was a body.
Jabril, he's figuring it out. Bill's putting him in the right spot at all times, and it's really fun to watch. He's
Yeah,
always
he's
around
a
the ball.
beast.
He's always blowing somebody up, just cracking skulls. It's
Yeah.
awesome. It's
No,
awesome.
Jabril's a beast. Dude, I'm hyped for Gonzo though.
Oh, I know.
He
Like
needs to have a breakout game against a big time receiver though. Who's like the first big
he
time
did,
receiver we end up playing?
bro. We had AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Tyreek. We
Uh,
had
we kind of got cooked by Devonta Smith.
no, he didn't.
Tyreek was a good game for him.
I'll pull up these stats right now. I don't think he got cooked though. Ready for this?
I mean, they were pretty good stats. Unless it was just like man on man against Gonzalez. Like I didn't look at those stats.
Ready? This is Gonzalez's stats over the last 3 weeks. He went against AJ Brown for 19 routes, 4 catches, 40 yards. Devontae Smith 11 routes, 2 catches, 20 yards. Tyreek 17 routes, 0 catches on 2 targets. Garrett
That's
Wilson
high.
23 routes, 3 catches, 18 yards. That's
No,
awesome.
I'm looking at week 6 when he goes up against Devontae Adams.
Yeah, that's
That's
gonna be a
another
good
big
matchup for
body
him.
wide receiver.
Yeah, the big body he might struggle with this year, but like the speed, the guys that move well laterally. I mean,
I
he's
don't know.
so
I think
sticky. He's
I
so
think the
sticky in
big body
coverage.
I think those are the ones where he's gonna thrive against because he's got height and he's got length and everything, and
Yeah,
he can easily keep up with Devontae Adams. Like Devontae Adams isn't blown by Gonzo.
yeah, that's
So I
fair.
think that makes the 50-50 balls a little bit more lean in his favor.
Yeah. I mean, he's just awesome to watch. Like he's tackling well too, which was his biggest weakness coming out of school. He's tackled really well. Yeah, they're playing really well. I mean, and then Duggar too. Duggar and Peppers 1-2 they're hard hitters back there. It's awesome.
They are her headers. So who's your MVP of Week 3 win?
I mean, you have to go somebody from the defensive side of the ball. You can't say offense, unfortunately. I don't care who did what on offense. I would probably say honestly, I'd say Gonzo or Judon.
Yeah, I was with you on that. I would say mine would probably just be Judon because I think he honestly made the play that won us the game.
Yeah,
With that safety. I mean, I don't think they're getting anything out of a 3rd and long there, but
yeah,
you need to seal it. And the fact that we were able to get points and the ball back on top of it all in one play. Like,
yeah.
to be honest, it came down to the point where they got the ball back and I was like, holy shit, like, can can he do this? Are they gonna
I know.
go on the field to win? And like, even if we didn't get the safety there, like there was still a chance that we could have fucked it up somehow. So I think
I
that
know.
was the big sealer there, which was dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Gonzo. I just think what he's doing, like already he's playing at such a high level. It's really fun to watch. Biggest loser of the day. Um,
MLV, the most valuable loser.
I would. Is it Mac? I don't want to say Mac. It's got to be maybe Mac or Juju.
I would definitely say one of the wide
I'd say
receivers.
Juju. I'd say
Yeah,
Juju.
I,
That
I would
crap
say
block.
Juju.
Yeah.
It's just for the amount of money that we're paying him for the production that he gets out. It's sad, especially when you look at a guy like Jacoby Myers who's hauling in 8 for 80 a game
Yeah.
and actually being an impactful player on an offense when this guy can't even get open.
No, it's I've never seen anything like it. Like the balls down the sideline, like Mac, like I'm not sure, like Mac's gonna throw a better deep ball, but I don't know if it's his fault, the receiver's fault. Like I just you don't know, and
Yeah,
it's really frustrating.
the only reason I'm not giving the MLV to Mac and I think it's going to Juju is because Mac didn't turn the ball over in a bad condition game, which is huge. With a
Yeah,
turnover in that game, we might lose.
yeah, and even like throwing the ball in the intermediate part of the field, like really well. He threw a dime. I forget was it to Hunter Henry or Bourne Mosley
Oh,
just
Hunter
missed it.
Henry. Yeah, Hunter
Yeah,
Henry.
like he throws the ball very accurately in the middle of the field. Like the arm strength, I do think it's better than last year. It's not great, but it's better. Um, but yeah, it's the deep stuff. It's really frustrating. And under pressure, he looks better too.
Yeah, definitely under pressure he gets the ball. I think the ball's floating in the air when it's like a 3rd and long and he's really trying to like be careful with it. If he's careful with it, you can always tell they kind of like have a little too much loft to it, but when he doesn't give a fuck and he's just humming it, like he'll let it rip. But I think
Yeah.
he just needs to commit more to be more confident.
Two more notes on Mac. Do you think he looks happy? Do you think he's happy?
Um, I don't know. He like cracks like smiles here and there, but like I think he's definitely a type of guy where it's eating him up that like he's not playing to football where he
Hundred
thinks he
percent.
can play. Because imagine you come out of Alabama, one of the best collegiate seasons a quarterback had on an undefeated Bama team, like phenomenal year, drafted in the 1st round, coming in rookie year, take his team to the playoff, has a good statistical year, a Pro Bowler, horrible 2nd year, and that's for someone who's never experienced media harassment like that. Like, dude, he was
Yeah.
on top of the world, trending so upwards, and then it just took a total nosedive to where he's starting not even from the beginning, he's starting lower than the beginning,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that does something to someone where he's just not in the right mental space to like be happy. Like, I don't think you could be happy until you get back to where he
Where you
was
were.
before.
But like I don't think he's gonna reach that this year, honestly, with the talent
He might
surrounding
not.
him.
He might not. Season's still young. We have one win. He has a couple. And again, like I said, next couple of games, all indoor stadiums. Cowboys, Saints, Raiders. That's huge upside potential to pass the football. No implications. We're really going to
You're
see.
getting me fired up. You're getting me
I'm
fired
just
up right
saying.
now.
First 3 weeks outside. First 2 of the first 3 weeks rainy. I even think the Dolphins game it sprinkled down a little bit. Right.
Yeah, it did. It was coming down. Yeah.
So really bad throwing conditions first 3 weeks. These next 3 weeks, secondaries depleted. Saints, all right. Other than that, other two secondaries, ass.
Yeah.
Huge upside. This is a really good chance. We're warmed up in the season for Mac Jones to kind of show us who he is with the passing game. And I think we'll see like is he going to be serviceable going forward in these next 3 games? It's 3 games to prove himself. He needs to have 2 really good passing games where he's throwing 3 tutties, 300 yards with wins. Most importantly,
Okay, I want to hear your predictions for the next 3 weeks. Cowboys next week. What's your prediction?
I think Cowboys, we win in a close game because both offenses suck.
Okay.
I would say it's gonna be somewhere around 17 to like 13. Couple field goals. We score 1 offensive touchdown, a defensive touchdown. Dallas scores 1 offensive touchdown, and it is what it is.
I'm gonna say we're gonna lose 27-16. But we win the next 2 weeks against the Saints and the Raiders. So we're gonna go 3 and we're gonna be 3-3 after 6 weeks. I just don't know if we can stop Parsons, honestly. And that's what it comes down
And
to.
that's fine. And I don't think that needs to be even a factor. I think our defense just needs to hold. We're gonna get turnovers against this Cowboys offense. We're gonna get ours.
Agree. Yeah.
Whether we capitalize how good those turnovers are, will be the outcome of the game. I don't think we're gonna score a lot because, like you said, Micah Parsons is on that defense. I don't think they have that very good of a defense other than their pass rush. But Micah Parsons on the defense with pass rush, we're not going to score a lot of points. I'd like to. Max got to get the ball out quick. I'd like to. I just don't think it is.
And you want to know what's frustrating me the most about this whole Bill Belichick? I'm a Bill guy at heart. Love Bill. He can stay forever, how long he wants. I don't care. What's frustrating me is that they didn't go out and get a receiver. They're banking on the guys that are not ones and twos. They're putting them in a tough spot, saying you don't turn the ball over, we're gonna win. That's what basically he said in the post game conference. You don't turn the ball over, we're gonna win. That's nearly impossible to do with the talent on this team, and I just think it's setting them up to fail. That's just my opinion.
Also, I misspoke. The Saints game is at home, so conditions are in play. But Cowboys and Raiders are away in dome play.
Yeah. I
think the Raiders has potential for big shootout energy. McDaniels,
you think?
I really do, and I hope it is. I'm thinking I think that's a game where we kind of break out, and Mac has a big 30-point game.
I could see a breakout this week. Honestly, we broke out against the Cowboys in Mac's rookie year.
I could too. Think about it. How do the Cardinals put up 30+ against the Cowboys?
I don't know.
Like, if we're not able to do that, like, there are some serious questions on the offense that need answered.
Oh, believe me, brother. There's already serious questions. So, I don't know. We'll see.
All right, that's a wrap of the Week 3 recap. We'll see you in Dallas.
Let's go, Patriots.